I hear your voice. Embrace me. Embrace me. Don't try to erase me. Do you see the way my face bleeds? Don't try to change me. The only thing we can't afford not to change is the way you face me. Race. We are in a race to defeat delusions that there isn't a problem. Defeat the dissension, discord, and disunity between me and my brothers and sisters of another ethnicity. A city, let's be, on a hill with light and color of every shade, unafraid, because what you may see as different was deemed good when it was made. We say we don't see the color of our sisters, of our brothers, but God created us unlike each other, deliberately. Diversity, beauty. Now we're faced with these trials, wiles, and rivals. Our burning buildings are reflections of unheard hearts that are burning, yearning. But where is our compassion, interaction, engagement, mercy? All the violence in God's people can't grow silent. Learning, disturb me. God, disturb me. For those who are hurting, for the screams that have gone unheard because my ears could not, would not perceive. Listen attentively. It is our responsibility to hear the voices that scream so painfully. They are being pillaged. God, bring this to an end. And regardless of privilege, those are my friends, my family. Every time we turn a blind eye, you know what we look like. Those that willingly passed by the man that was outright bleeding, needing a friend, but their agenda wouldn't lend a helping hand. Let us be like the Good Samaritan who showed us how to care again, undeterred by unsynchronized reflections of complexions, acquainted himself with rejection, but stooping down without objection, uninterested in continuing in his own direction without first seeing restoration and resurrection. When we ignore the cries of another, though we may not be raising hell like devils, we become the problem, forgetting that the ground that Jesus died on was level. Jesus, breaking barriers that were racial, spatial, every label. Jesus, making moves, withholding nothing from no one, regardless of background, upbringing, spiritual temperature, gender, regardless of the criticism and cynicism he faced, he fought to embrace, extending grace, regardless of the pigmentation or coloration of any given face. Jesus, the only answer to any of these painful question marks that linger in our hearts. Jesus, the only one able to shed the truth light and obliterate the dark. Jesus, the one who tore the veil, broke down the walls, proclaiming God was in pursuit, not just of one nation, but of all. Jesus, becoming the global, international, multiracial savior, reconstructing and renewing human nature, redefining what it means to love our neighbor. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. People matter. You matter. You have the right to bleed. You have the right to cry. You have the right to hurt. You have the right to ask why. And I myself apologize for my failure to recognize, for my lack of pursuit to understand. I realize I can never make a difference until I first take your hand. Change doesn't lie in what we face, but in the face of those who choose to embrace.